Assalamualaikum. Today's our group will present about this article. It is Red Hybrid Tilapia or Oreo Chromis SPP Broodstock Development Programming in Malaysia. This is our group member. Okay, we will start now.
My name is Wahida binti Muhammad Ghazali and my metric number is S80236. I will explain the introduction. Tilapia is one of the most important aquaculture species in Malaysia. This species contributes a large portion of freshwater fish production and is also the main choice of farmers. Red hybrid tilapia fish contribute 94% of the total tilapia production. Tilapia fish is chosen because of its rapid growth. It is also a healthy fish and suitable for farming because of the relatively short grow-out period. In addition, high market demand because of its reasonable price and suitability for all. Adaptability to different environments make this tilapia fish a major contributor to the development of aquaculture. However, the production of red hybrid tilapia is still not encouraging despite the fact that many ponds have been cultivated and the demand of broodstock is high. The problem faced in tilapia farming is the inconsistent supply of quality and sufficient fish seed. Therefore, breeding programs are carried out with the aim of improving certain economically important traits such as growth and survival in the population. This program typically involves setting breeding goal, evaluation, performance, selective suitable broodstock, carry out systematic mating, production of strain, and distributing improved broodstock to farmers.
For this study, the researchers started by collecting broodstock from several locations and placing them in quarantine to ensure they were healthy and genetically suitable. The different strains were then evaluated by breeding them separately and assessing the growth performance of their offspring. Next, the best strain were crossed using a 3x3 dialog method to create a synthetic-based population. All families were reared together and measured by growth, body size, and survival. The fish were also tested for resistance against Streptococcus agalactiae to identify the strongest family. Finally, broodstock with the best growth and highest disease resistance were selected to produce the improved F1 generation.
I will present the key finding section. First, a systematic breeding program has improved growth. Malaysia program start 2008 produced 6th generation of improved fish, achieved 12.5% increase in harvest weight per generation. 2. Genetic markers for growth were identified. Collaboration with MARDI discovered 10 SNP marker associated with fast growth traits. These markers not yet fully applied due to technical and infrastructure limitation. 3. Major challenges slow down progress. Lack of expertise in genetic, nutrient, and spawning biology. High operational costs and limited facilities.
My name is Nurul Akila binti Roslan, number matric S81549. In the discussion of this project, we would like to highlight how the researchers successfully demonstrated the importance of a structured broodstock development program for red hybrid tilapia in Malaysia. The study reported a growth increase of 12.5% per generation. We can see that long-term systematic breeding playing a crucial role in ensuring a reliable supply of high-quality tilapia seeds. Although the researchers could not fully implement molecular method, their work indicates strong potential for future genomic-based improvement. In our discussion, we also highlight the challenges identified in the project. By presenting these issues, we want to emphasize that successful breeding programs not only depend on genetics, but also strong institutional support, funding, and proper dissemination system.
Next, I will explain about implication of the systematic breeding program. To let you know, this program is not the first time it has been created, but the first systematic breeding program was initiated by the Fisheries Research Institute in 2008. Due to insufficient supply of the tilapia seed and fluctuating quality, one of the implications of the systematic breeding program is to produce for better breeding stock for the aquaculture industry. Particularly, red tilapia fish are often associated with disease caused by bacteria, namely Streptococcus agalactiae. Just show an example of fish exhibiting external sign of disease, specifically unilateral eyes protrusion with hemorrhage, along with the formation of pustule on the jaw and the caudal fin. Therefore, using this hybrid can improve economically import trade, such as growth rate and survival rates as shown in the table.
My name is Nur Amirah Shahmina binti Amirunizat. My matric number is S80C87. Today I will present about the practical application and future direction. Okay everyone, based on the slide, my part is practical application and future direction. Point number 1 is continue to choose the best fish, because the breeding program will increase the harvest weight so that the fish grow faster, and select the fish that are more resistant to disease. Point number 2 is using the DNA test to identify the true parent of the fry. With this, it allows the fry to be raised in the same pond to save the cost and space. Point number 3 is ensuring the Fisheries Research Institute or FRI remains operational as a nuclear breeding center or RBC to conduct R&D and produce the best basic broodstock. Okay, move to the next slide is future direction. Point number 1 is overcome the genetic problem and successfully use 10 molecular markers that has been covered to select the parent stock. This will make selection faster and accurate. Point number 2 is studying and applying the genomic selection method, which is the latest technology to further improve the accuracy of genetic selection. Point number 3 is the Department of Fisheries must establish and accredit high-quality private broodstock multi-location center. My last point is solving infrastructure issue, which is to increase allocation budget and build enough pond or tank at the breeding center to accommodate the growing breeding program.
In conclusion, one of Malaysia's strengths are the government's support for aquaculture, investment and operation. With adequate government support, effective management, and the selection of quality of broodstock, Malaysia has the potential to achieve high tilapia production and become a leading tilapia producer at the regional level. Thank you, and that's all from us.